Hello and welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic, and an intriguing puzzle today. Now, yesterday we posted the monthly reward puzzle on Patreon, and it's been very popular. We've had loads and loads of entries. Now, that doesn't mean that I managed to post it with complete success. First of all, there was a number wrong in one grid. Next posting didn't have the attachment. And finally, it was still missing a rule that would disambiguate the second puzzle in hard mode. So that is now, if you go back to Patreon and if you tried it like that, do have another go. There is a rule that disambiguates even puzzle number 2, and it all works. It's all good. It's been very popular. Most people have tried it in normal mode, and they have enjoyed it quite a lot, they say, which is great, and people are very kind in this community, which is remarkably nice of them. Thank you. It is a very valuable community, frankly. Now, what else is going on? So that's on Patreon. I mean, Simon's been doing... Oh, I also have had various lapses in Wordle recently. So, well, in the sense, the last two, I try and do Wordle in a minute every day, and sometimes it's too difficult. Particularly yesterday, I thought the word was pretty cruel. But therefore, we've been posting both the full version of the video of me attempting Wordle in a minute and an edited version, which is under a minute, so that it can be a YouTube short. So that's why all of those have been appearing on the channel. Tomorrow, there will be just one video, but the microphone didn't work, so I had to overdub some commentary afterwards. Anyway, that is Wordle. Now, let's have a look. No, let's have just mention of the other things that are connected with the channel, like the apps and SUDOKU PAD, which I think the link to this will play in SUDOKU PAD today. And those are all available on the links under the video, along with the catalogue and the Discord server, etc. Now, this puzzle, I think it's a debut by Pootjuice. No idea how to pronounce that. And the puzzle is called Pointer. And I do recommend, we've had a number of submissions in lately with kind of 1 arrow, 1 thermo, 2 renbans, 4 black dots, 5 white dots, a little killer clue. Try and keep it simple, because we get a lot of new viewers all the time, and we try and keep the rules relatively simple for them to understand. So I quite like this by Pootjuice, who's come up with a version of the Sudoku with just renban lines and arrows, as well as normal Sudoku rules. So the rules are these. Normal Sudoku rules apply. On arrows, the digits must sum to the digit in the circle. So those two will add up to that, and it's the same total as those two, for instance. That's how the arrows work. Now, the renban lines, the purple lines, digits must be consecutive and contain no repeats, but they may be placed in any order. So this group of cells will be, say, it might be 1, 2, and 3, but entered as 3, 1, 2. This group of cells will be a run of 5 consecutive digits. So no repeats, 5 consecutive digits in that. And so that's all we get. We get 1, 2, 3, there's 5 arrows. There's a few short renbans. Interesting. I'm really looking forward to seeing how this one works. Absolutely no idea how it's going to play. Do give it a try on the link under the video. You may be able to judge from the video length how hard it is, although that might reflect me struggling through it. You never know. But I am going to start now. Let's get cracking. Right, how do we get cracking? This is interesting. I mean, I've never seen an arrow and a renban sharing cells. Yes, no, that's really important, actually. Okay, I'm beginning to immediately understand. I think these two come from 1, 2, and 3. So what I'm looking at here is the difference between that cell and that cell. It's at least 3, because those two have to be different Sudoku digits, and these 3 add up to that one. So the difference between those is at least 3. But it can't be more than 4, because this is a run of 5 consecutive digits. So the furthest apart they can be is 4 cells apart. So that's right. So there's definitely a 1 in one of these two cells. These either add up to 3 or 4. Then this is a low number. Well, it's obviously 3 or 4 lower than that. But this can't be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 because these need either a 2 or a 3 on. So the lowest this can be is 3. The highest it can be is 6 because we're going to add 3 at least to it to get to this. So this is somewhere between 6 and 9. And then we've got the same sort of relationship on this arrow. In fact, exactly the same relationship on this arrow because again, there are 3 cells on the renban line between those two, and there are 2 extra cells on the arrow. So I think we can enter exactly the same things again. 1, 2, and 3 are the candidates there, with 1 definitely in one of those 2 positions. This one is 3, 4, 5, or 6, and this is 6, 7, 8, or 9. I think that must be right. These numbers will be between... Oh no, they could actually be lower than this number because it's a 5-cell renban and the difference might only be 3. Yeah, that's right. This is even better. This might be the key breakthrough place completely. Right, the most these numbers can be apart is obviously 2 because it's a 3-cell renban. So you can actually visualize the number possibilities in your head. Say this was 4, 5, 6 on the renban. The biggest difference between those, between 4 and 6, would be 2. So the biggest number this can be is 2. And we know it's not 1 because there's a 1 in one of those 2 cells. So we are away in box 1. We get a 2 there. Now there can't be a 2 here. So that is a 1, 3 pair. So there is a difference of 4 between these 2 numbers. So this can't be 6 anymore. And this can't be 6 as well. And now these maybe come into play. They must be between... Oh no, this can't be a 3. Even better. Of course, this is a 1, 3 pair. So there's no 3 possibility there. Does that mean this can't be a 7? Yes, it does. Exactly that. So now this group of cells is either 5, 6, 7 being the numbers between 4 and 8, or 6, 7, 8 being the numbers between 5 and 9. And what about this? I mean, we've used this to give us that. But do we know? Well, no, we don't. We know that this isn't... we know that the difference is now 2 between those 2 cells because that's become a 2. So actually, this is like a little thermo running from there to there to there, going up 1 each time. So whatever this is, that's 1 more, and that's 1 more still. So, well, I mean, this is 4, 5, 6, or 7. That's 5, 6, 7, or 8, and this is 6, 7, 8, or 9. I don't... They're all quite high. That's not very interesting. 2, 1, 3. There can't be a 2 there. Okay, this number, this is a 3-cell arrow. They're all different numbers. So it could still be a minimum of 6, but it can't be less than that because 1, 2, and 3 are the minimum to put on the arrow. Now, hang on. Look, it sees all of these cells. Right. This is either a 4 with an 8 there because of this arrow, or it's a 5 with a 9 there. So these are either 5, 6, 7 or 6, 7, 8. Now, you can't take one number from the middle of those and put it in there. In fact, you can't take one number. Yes, these must include 6 and 7. That's the point. That's what I should have been trying to get to. And that means, I think, that this can't be 6 or 7. Because if it was, you couldn't put 6 or 7 in any of those cells. This cell sees them all. Those two orthogonally and that one in the box. So that's not 6 or 7, that's now 8 or 9. Forming a pair with that, stopping that being an 8. Oh no, it's better. Look, this is a set of 5. That is a set of 5 different digits. They all see each other. These 4 see each other on the purple renban. One of the rules is no repeats are allowed. So they're all different. And look, every single one of those 4 cells sees this cell. So that has to be different. So this is now a 5, 6, 7 triple to go with that 8, 9 pair. That is a very weird set of 5 that I didn't expect to find, that group there. So having done that, I think we've probably exhausted the point of colouring it. So 5, 6, 7 there. So we know this is 4. And we've got 8 in the circle, and that makes this a 9. Now, this can't be 2, 3, 4 because we've got 2, 4 up there, so there's a 1 on it. Actually, I think there has to be a 1 in these 2 cells. Otherwise, no, maybe not. They could be 3, 5 with a 1 there. But this isn't 2, 3, 4. There are only 2 other ways of making up 9. It's either 1, 3, 5 or 1, 2, 6. And there is definitely a 1 in it. So this is not now a 4, so that's not a, sorry, that's not a 5, and that's not a 6. This also isn't an 8, and these are consecutive, so that takes out 7 and 6 as possibilities there. Can we do any better? Oh, this cell sees that one and that one. So out of, since this is from 5, 6, oh no, hang on, even better. That's an 8 and that's looking at that cell. Right, sorry. 6 there, 5 there, 7 there. Now, what I was going to do with that 5, what I was going to do with it when it was 5, 7 was take those, ensure that it's there. And I can do that by taking 5 out of those 2 cells. Now 5 is here. In fact, this now sees 7, so that's 6. And we've done this whole renban. Box 1 has been very helpful. Now, where does 7 go in it? There. Then there's an 8, 9 pair still to complete. Now, look at this column and wonder where is 9 going to go? And we can answer it immediately. It can't be here because of this renban it's on can't connect with this cell. If that was a 9, you'd need to put 8, 7 in these 2, and that can't be an 8. So that's not a 9. It can't be on either of these 2 cell renbans because it would be with an 8. So it's up here, and that fixes the 8, 9 in box 1. This is a very clever puzzle. I like the way it works. Now there's no 5 in this group anymore, so it's a 1, 2, 6 set. And we know where 2 goes, so this is now a 1, 6 pair. That's 3 or 4 because it can't be 8, and those are the others. Now 2 is on this renban, so there must be a 3 on it. It must be either 1, 2, 3 or 2, 3, 4. Don't know any more than that, I don't think. 9, 6, 7, 8. This is going to be odd. I know that because we've used 6 and 8 in the column, and each of these consecutives pairs must have an even number on. That'll use up all 4 even numbers, so that's not a 4. Now, what about this group? Can't use 2, 8 or 9. Therefore, it also can't use 1. It must have a 5 in. It's got to be selected from 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, and any run of 3 in that will include a 5. So there's a 5 in there, and a 5 therefore in one of these. Now this can't include 9, 7, 6 or 5, so it's either 1, 2, 3 or 2, 3, 4, and definitely includes 2 and 3, and that fixes this cell, and box 1 is complete. Now 3 there means this isn't 3, 4, 5, so it's either 4, 5, 6 or 5, 6, 7 and has a 6 in. I can see 7 there means that 7's not in those cells, so in box 3 where does 7 go? Well, it can't be on that renban, it must be on this one. That is a 5, 6, 7 triple, Ah, and this one's, I've got this 1 here now, so this is a 2, 3, 4 triple. And this must be a 1, 8, 9 triple. And we get some pairs in the central box, a 2, 3 pair, a 5, 8 pair, and a 1, 4 pair. This 7, right, we know that 3 is in one of those two cells, so this is either 2, 5 or 1, 6. We've got a 5 there, so one of those pairs of pairs has gone. This can't be more than 7 now. 7, 6, 4 or 3. It can't be 3 because if you had 3, 2, 1 there, you couldn't fill this cell, which must be 1, 2 or 3. And it can't be 4 because 4, 3, 1 would make this a 2 and make that unfillable. So the column's doing a bit of work. It's 6 or 7. I don't know more than that. Right, this is a 3, 7, 8 triple. This on the renban could be a 4 for the 7 or a 6, sorry, a 4 for the 3, a 6 for the 7 or a 9 for the 8. That wasn't that helpful. If that's a 3, we've got a 1, 2 and a 4, 5 pair in some order. Ah, in fact this C's 2, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So 1, 3, 4 or 5 there. Okay, what else have we got? Has this changed at all? I don't think it has. No, I don't think there's been any change in this. I thought this was where we began the puzzle, but really I just used what we learnt in box 9 on this combination renban arrow, and that really did help. Okay, but now I'm getting a bit stuck. These look very intractable until we get something going down the columns. Oh, there can't be a 3 in those two because of this 3 that we got. So 3 is placed in the box. 1, 2, 4, 6, 7. That's not really very helpful. Shouldn't have pencil marked that. Never mind, it's done now. Pencil mark strikes again. Oh, these are a 4, 6, 9 triple. That's a 3, 7, 8 triple. This is a 1, 2, 5 triple. Each of the possibilities here has one possibility here. That's odd. Okay, what next? Three must be in those cells. Oh, so that can't be a 3. So this can't. No, it still could be a 2. Oh, that's simple enough. Yeah, if this was a 1, 6 pair, that makes this a 3 and this a 4. But if that's a 4, that 1, 6 pair makes that cell impossible. So this is not a 1, 6 pair, and we know which way round 2, 5 goes. So there we go. That's now not a 5. This is a 1, 4, 3 triple. So we've got a 6, 7, 9 triple here. 2 and 5, we can fill them in box 2. That can't be 3 now, but we do need a 3 on the renban. So it's 2 and 3 with an extreme digit there, 1 or 4. That's a pair, so we get a 6, 7, 9 pair at the bottom. 9, 6, 7 is roping down the grid, but I don't think that's something. Well, we certainly can't rely on it. That's a 6, 7 pair. So this is now a 1, 4 pair. That can't be 7. Come on, keep going with the pencil marking. Yes, 1, 4 pair there. Of course. So we get 1 and 4, 8 and 6. They're all just done. 8, 6, 2, 1, 4. So this is 3, 5, 7 or 9, but it obviously can't be 7 or 9 because of the arrow. So 3 or 5 there. It can't be a 3 because that would either be another 3, which is ridiculous, or a 4, which it can't be. So that's a 5. This is a 2, and we get 7 in the circle. That's not 2, that's not 7, that's not 2. Ah, this isn't 5 or 7, that's a 6. 6, 7. So this is not 6 now, this is now 8 or 9. Right. So the lowest this can go is 4. That's not a 3 anymore. I don't think it was ever likely to be a 3, to be honest. Now we've got a 6, 8 pair here. That's fixing. Oh, well, the triple in the middle was fixed. I just hadn't seen it. That's a 3, 9 pair. This can't be 1 because 1 in the box is in one of those positions. So I reckon 3, 4, 8 or 9 now. This is 1 or 4, and we need one of these pairs is 1, 2, and the other is 4, 5. Don't know how that works. If that was 6, 7, that would be 9. Not interesting. Ah, what next? Oh, here's something. Yeah, this is either 98765 or 87654. So 3 and 2 don't appear on it. 2 must now be in one of these two cells in the box. Doesn't matter about the arrow. It must be in one of those two cells in the box, and therefore that's not a 2, and we've placed 2 in box 3. And everything's slowed down quite considerably, hasn't it? Oh, here's a nice thought. Right, this renban, this is very important. Oh, lovely. Yeah. I can see this now. This is either, we've said, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 or 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It can't be any lower because of this identity. That means the renban uses 5, 6, 7 and 8. But that cell says that none of those are whatever it is. So I'm going to colour that orange. Where does that appear on this? It must appear somewhere because it contains 5, 6, 7 and 8. That 8 can't be there. But it's got to be here. So that is 5 or 7. And even better, this is 6 or 8 and also has to be on the line and can't be in those cells. So whatever that is has to be here. And for those two to be identical, they must be 8s. Now, that doesn't mean that we can't put a 9 on here. It could still be 98765. So we'll calm down about that. But we've got 8 up here now. Whatever this is in one of those two. That's not helpful. That 8 gives us a 6 here. Come on, this must have done something. That's a lovely move. That's a really elegant bit of the puzzle. 6 there, 6 there. One of these is a 6, but we kind of knew that. Oh, but 8 here. So this can't be 6 anymore. Oh, so 6 is down in one of these two. Now, if that's a 5, then we get 2, 1 here. That's a 7. 6. Ah, right, 3 in this column. I think we can place that. It can't be on the renban because an 8 on a 5-cell renban won't take it down to 3. So that's 3. Gosh, it's hard to spot somehow. Now, 9. Can that be a 9? Yes, is the simple answer. Gosh, every step I make I think is going to be really important and finish it off, and I couldn't have been more wrong recently. So, is that a 5 or a 4? And does it, maybe there's commonality even if it is. If that's a 4, then this is a 1, 3 pair. That's a 5, 6, 7 pair. We get 2 there and 9 there. But if it's a 5, we get 2 there, 1 there, That becomes a 7. 1, 8, 7. That has to be 3 or 4. I don't know. I don't think this gets resolved yet. Is this doing more than I can see, or these? Oh, goodness. Okay, that can't be an 8 anymore since we got this 8. That is the minimal bit of information, most minimal bit of information you could find at this point. 1, 2, 5. What am I missing here? There's some digit that's barely appearing or that's forced by the 1, 2, 3 group here. I don't know what it is. If there is something forced, it's very hard to tell. Wow. Okay, I'm sorry about this. Let me just keep thinking. See if I can come up with something better. Something to move us. Must be to do with whether this is 1, 3 or 1, 2, mustn't it? So if that's a 5, it's a 2 here. That's impossible because of this cell. Right. If that's a 5, these have to add up to 3. They have to be 1, 2. That can't be 2. So a 5 there forces a 2 there, but that's impossible. So this is a 4. So now we know this is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on the renban. We know this is a 1, 3 pair. We don't know the order, but we do know it's a 1, 3 pair. And this is where 2 goes now. And in fact, this must be 9, which I didn't expect. Okay, but that's going to get stuff done. 4 does as well. 3, 4. Can't finish that 5, 7 pair. I can now finish the 3, 1 pair. Yes. So that can't be 1. That can't be 2. This can't be 4 or 9. So that's a 6. That means this can't be 7 anymore. And it can't be 3. So it's an 8 with a 9 on the renban. That's a 4. That's not a 2 now. Oh, this is now a 7. So we can do that whole triple unexpectedly. 7, 6, 9. This is 3 or 8. This is the only place for 8 in this row. In fact, that's become a 3. So this is 8. 1, 3 and 4. That's 1 or 4. So this is where 3 goes in the column. How is this still so hard to pick our way through? 7 goes here. Right. 5 in the orange. 6 there. This can't be 5 or 4. So this is the 1, 2 arrow now. Must be. Yeah. 1, 2, 4, 5 up here. That's a 4. We get 5, 2, 1. This is now a 1, which works for the renban, and we can finish off finally. What a clever puzzle. That's a really interesting puzzle by Poot Juice called Pointer. I enjoyed that a lot. Very interesting interaction. Certainly the break-in interaction up here was fun. I liked the way this arrow worked. And then this business with the 5 and the 8 and where they had to appear here was clever. What cracked it in the end, actually? I don't really remember. No, it was, yes, it was to do with that not being able to be a 5-2 pair because of that. Wow, that's a really clever puzzle. Great fun. I hope you had a go at that. That's excellent. And very much hope to see you again on the channel tomorrow. Thanks for watching as always, and bye for now.